But he got the main thing, that his wife was not going to be raped. And in his position, that was very important, for there is nothing more terrible for a man than to observe something like that and to be in no condition to take action. And he could not take action, for the scientific genius Grishin was paralyzed. Mind you, it did not hinder his work. Probably quite the opposite. His work had become deeper, keener, and more contemporary. "What do you want?" Mrs. Grishin asked, slowly covering her nakedness. "Money? The contents of the safe?" "I have come for a secret," I replied willingly. "Give me the secret of Amnos, and I walk away." "I don't know what you're talking about," she replied almost instantly. "Amnos?" the cripple said, genuinely puzzled. "I don't understand." "We'll pay whatever you want. We'll transfer the necessary amount to wherever you—" the lady said. "That's enough," I interrupted her. "Your tablet is next to your bed, Mrs. Grishin. Enter your password, access the net, log on to your personal high-security data server, and send the recipe for Amnos, otherwise known as memory corrector, to the address I give you." "I don't understand what you're talking about," she repeated stubbornly. I could not fail to be blown away by her willfulness. I also understood I would have to proceed with force and attack what was dearest to her husband, or rather his love for her. "7 years ago, your flyer crashed, Mr. Grishin," I began directly, my voice even and calm. "Your life was saved by a number of factors: the flyer safety system, your personal high-level first aid kit, and the ambulance brigade that arrived a second before impact. Praise the computer oracles who see, foresee, and react. The emergency interception service was just a tiny bit late, although they were also not slow. In a word, you were saved. But your spine, you were left paralyzed. You also suffered shock-induced amnesia, losing part of your memory. But that is a minor problem compared with paralysis. Just imagine that, and in these progressive times as well. Did the elite private clinic with the best doctors not help? What are you getting at? I am in no way mocking a helpless person, sir. Oh, no. Although I am one of those boys who has more than once taken a stick to poke a jellyfish thrown out onto the concrete slabs. That is the kind of bastard I am. But now I am not poking with a stick, and you should be grateful to me, for I am opening your eyes. I am about to reveal an epic deception, a truly theatrical performance, a show with a single participant. You. I don't understand. That's enough. Mrs. Grishin understood everything correctly and began to slowly turn and reach for the tablet lying by the bed. It was not difficult to stop her. I simply promised, "The next dose will switch you off, and I shall not only tell him the truth, but I shall take him from you, Mrs. Spider Lady, Mrs. Poisonous Spider Lady." She froze, her lips moving noiselessly. I happily raised the level of threat. "Not a word, not a single movement. Any interference with my story and you get a needle with a knockout dose. Lie still. You are permitted to nod." A second. Another. A slight nod. Fright, resignation, fear, and resolution appeared in her eyes all at once. And well they might. She knew exactly what I wanted to say, and she understood what would soon be crashing down upon her. But she also knew how to fix the situation, and her beautiful, clever head would soon produce a simple and effective plan for the elimination of the damage being done right now. "I don't understand," Grishin repeated, his voice now angry. Even despite the powerful chemicals, his cage had managed to become rattled, although you would expect that from a former sportsman and fighter. Sure that the enchanting spider lady or snake was quiet, and her unblinking eyes trained on me, I continued. "Despite the tragedy, not only has your family not fallen apart, it has become stronger. Everyone applauded, and you continued to work as you had done. Doctors sweated regularly over your backbone, implanting ever newer machinery, injecting special preparations into your blood, and planting all manner of genetically modified nonsense on your damaged vertebrae. Yet you remained paralyzed. Is that not remarkable?" "It has nothing to do with my vertebrae, my spinal cord. It's all garbage," I said.